Hey everybody, it's your YouTube guru, Teddy P. Gray, and I'm back again. I know I've been gone for a long time, but guess what? I'm not gone forever. Okay, right now it's days before the New Year's of 2018, and I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked because what's going to happen for me next year is going to be incredible. I know I sound kind of bad. That's because I have a cold, and right now I'm sitting in my back seat of my car in my front yard, soaking up all the sun with no windows open, so I can flush it all out. So that's not the only reason I will be sweating in the future, though. Some of the things that I got coming up for you guys is I'm gonna take this channel to a whole nother level. I'm gonna take me to a whole nother level. See, what I have planned is to get rid of all these things that we says to ourselves that we need in life, and this is the way we have to live our life. And I'm gonna take an opportunity to lose what we have right now in front of our face. The new world is technology. Right now we have a share economy. You have so many ways without having me employed, without having to go through certain vendors and certain type of traditional outlets to get things that we need now. So what I'm gonna do is be using things like Airbnb. We have Uber, Lyft program. We have online shopping centers like Shopify and then Alibaba, and there's so many other things out there that you don't even have any business, like no actual building where this stuff is being operated out of, yet it's still functioning so wonderfully. So I'll be using those things next year, all of 2018, so that I can gain revenue, so that I can also live a certain type of life without having to use the traditional models of finding out how I'm gonna get rides, communicate, shop, all these things that are now available for us that we are underutilizing, but it's not going anywhere. It's the future, and because of that reason, I want to be one of the first people to jump in front of that. It's so many other things I'll be doing that I don't really know how exactly it works, so I won't be telling you about it, not about me at least, me doing it, but I will be letting you know that I will be starting my own type of online presence, and that's throughout social media, and that's also dealing with marketing. Creating new things. We have been put to the point where we feel as if we cannot no longer go and have our childhood experiences the same way we experienced them as a child, which I don't believe is correct. Example meaning, how many of you used to doodle away when you was a kid? And how many of you doodle away now? Doodle, like write and draw, not doodle, but whatever. So, how many of you guys actually still do those things? Do that? Most of us don't. Maybe on a board day and we're waiting on something to happen, and we're in a board meeting, we have paper and pen in front of us, and we're start to jot down notes and this thing. We find ourselves making circles and designs and things like that. But how many of us actually are putting ourselves in a position where we can generate revenue and market ourselves, or just simply show the world our kid self, or just actually just show ourselves, bring that kid back out of you? I know I am a number one, probably not the number one, because I live a pretty carefree life, but I know for myself, I feel like I'm the number one perpetrator to my childhood self about actually completing the task that I set before me. Because why? The world tells us that this is what we have to do. This is the way we have to live. So we get into that mode, and that mode is not what we necessarily wanted to have as kids. We probably wanted to be, I don't know, scientists. We might just want to go around the world and study different type of plants or animals. But someone told you that's not really a plausible career. I mean, it might be exciting, but will it actually be a means of income that you can survive off? Do you want to have a family one day? How are you gonna feed? And now you're like, oh, I can't do that. I gotta be something that's more practical. But you don't have to be anything more practical, because you know what's the most practical thing is? You, yourself, me, myself, us, ourselves. We are the number one the number one resource on this whole planet. It's the most important resource. But we're not building our own resources. We're not developing those skills that are set within us so that we can move forward, but towards the same positive experience and feelings that we get when we first envision ourselves doing these things as a child. So for that reason, we're not maximizing our potential. We're not because we're not moving at 100% autonomy. We're not being 100% of who we can be. We might think we are, but we're being 100% within that environment that we have set ourselves to be. So, knowing this, what I plan to do for the next year, for the upcoming year, 2018, all the way into the new year. I mean, when the ball drops in New York. I may not be in New York, but I haven't been in New York yet for a New Year, so that might be something to see. I have done Miami. I'm from Miami, so obviously I've done Miami. San Diego several times. Awesomeness. Japan. Awesomeness. So, maybe I'll do that for New Year's, but for the New Year's this year, one thing I do know, when that ball drops, that will be a year of completion of everything that I have in store. So one thing, little known fact, is I have a very great history of using paper and pen. Meaning, I have written articles. I used to be in speech and debate. I've written speeches and delivered speeches several times. I have also written stories as a child. Never got published, but for whatever reason, for kids or for exposition at the year fair. Drawing. I used to love drawing. I was one of the best drawers. I don't know if I can draw as well now because of the fact that I don't do it anymore. But I write poems, songs, raps, anything that you can use to make something using a pen, a paper, pencil. That was my thing. That is my thing. That is who I am. I am creative. I can verbally do this too, but when you take time out to think about things and you actually jot it down, it becomes like just wonderful. And I want to feel that again. So that is one of the things I will be doing this year. I have fallen so behind. I will not only just be using paper and pen like I used to, I will be using this new technology and making some of the greatest of art design. See, because I'm a fast learner and I already have the background of knowing how to use any type of instrument that you can use to create something. So there you go. And music, I actually not just wrote songs and raps, I actually used to play the saxophone. Oh, little known fact. I actually have a guitar right now, but my strings are broken, and again, I've been falling off. One reason I got on YouTube is because of music. Shout out to all the YouTubers from back in the days that I love so much. You can check them out in my favorites and my subscriptions. Anyway, they don't need me. I need them. So hopefully they throw me out a plug. I don't care. Whoever's watching this. Because this next year, I promise you, and I promise myself that we will be on this journey towards greatness, and whoever follows me is going to be amazed. So another thing that I want to do is establish a musical talent. If it's most likely it's going to be the guitar, because I have already started the guitar. So why would I stop? There's one instrument that's even that much closer to being able to master. So that's one of the things I probably would likely do. And this is the perfect channel for me to do it on. So there we go. So another thing that I'm going to be doing is getting in shape. I made previous videos about getting in shape and showing you how to get in shape, but I never did it. And so many of these YouTubers are out here getting in shape, and I'm loving it, and they're becoming new people, and I'm loving that. But guess what? They don't have the training I have. I just have not put myself into the point where I wanted to do that, because I do what I want to do all the time. So next year, I want to get in shape back to where I was, but not as heavy. Because when I was that heavy, 190, I was not in shape. I was just big. Right now, I'm small, but I'm in better shape than I was before, but I'm not in the best shape either. So that's going to be something I'm going to do. Now, I've been in the military. I've been in several sports. I played football in high school. I played ran track in the beginning. I did karate. Yeah, I did pretty much. I boxed, wrestled. I did pretty much everything. Like, I did it. That's all I did when I was. I don't know about you kids these days, but when I went to school, all I did was extracurricular activities. I was in a band. That's why I played the saxophone. So marching there too. So always been in great shape. So I know how to get in shape. I know how to gain, and I know how to lose weight on demand. All this it takes is for you to be dedicated to the program that you need to do. It's not that hard. It's very simple. Our bodies are the machines that the only machines that the more you beat, the better they get, the more they improve. So if you stick to any plan, you're going to be pushing your body towards whatever your goal is if you stick to that plan that's based towards your goal. I'll be showing you all that right this coming year. Sorry, like I told you guys, I have a serious cold, and I'm in the house. I'm in the car sweating it out, and it seems like it's working right now. I'm thirsty in the mug, and it's just coming out. So far we established that I'm going to be making an online presence. Meaning I'm going to get all the social network media. I'm just going to flood that. You're going to see my face everywhere, so you can know who I am in case you don't know who I am either. And then it's going to be marketing. Marketing is basically is going to be, for me, it's going to be marketing my products, not so much of myself, because that's going to be embodied in the social media and the online presence. So we don't have to worry about that. So we look forward to that online store. That should be up and running at the beginning of the New Year's, and that's just going to be like a trial, because I already have this awesome concept coming you guys' way, and it's going to take some real dedication and time to make sure that when I deliver it the correct way, because I don't want anyone to think that it's less than what it is, because it's awesome. It's been years in the making, and right now, with all the things I spoke about with the share economy and the having online presence and all these things that I'm missing out on, that's all interconnected. And I have an international studies background. So with all those things coming into to light right now in this time and day and age, I am primed to jump in. Right now, I've enjoyed myself for the past couple of years. I made progress by not really making too much of effort. So I was able to sit back and relax and still move forward and not have any type of stagnation. But at the same time, excuse me so very much. This is like one of the worst colds I have. But at the same time, I have also experienced so much of failure, so much of obstacle, so much of difficulties. So next year is like I have all that ready. I have the financial goals ready. I have my background experience already embedded, so that I can be able to jump into that. And I've been to the point where I failed. So failure is not going to be so much of a problem for me, because of the fact that I have failed and I'm not at the highest point now. So this is perfect for me. Like, I'm starting off at the perfect plateau. So we have me going back into the whole childhood thing of designing and creating. We're doing the online presence. You can find me on all over the internet now. We're gonna have me getting in shape. So much going on, and when I'm doing these things, the awesome thing about it is that I'm gonna actually be making sub videos, because I'm gonna be learning also as I go along. So why not just make a video about what I'm doing and how I'm learning? Because I know that it's hard to do these things. People are already into it, so they say, "Oh, this is how you do it." But they skipped the point when they were learning, so they're still coming to the issue, whatever the project, with the information and knowledge that they already had from the past. So when they delivered it to you, they don't always deliver it as if they're beginners. They deliver it as they telling beginners how to be, already involved in the experts or what intermediate, whatever. But you need that beginner stage, because all the rest of that will follow along once you get things started. So That's one thing I will be doing. So it's going to be a lot of content because I'm going to break down every little thing. Trust me, I came from research college. I know how to research and I know how to put things in order to deliver it back, because I used to also be a tutor and I have an elementary teaching degree also. Yeah, it's a lot about me. So that's why I can just sit back and not do anything. But next year, I want to combine all these things into one. I want to use our technology and background experience, the time that is happening now in the earth, the world today, with everyone being able to share, and my need to have a free life, to work on my own basis. So one of the goals, so it's rules in this thing. So one of the rules are going to be, I cannot get a job next year, 2018. I will not get a job. I have to have every type of income be self-reliable. Now, what I mean about that is, if there's a guy who's broke down on a corner and he's in the middle of nowhere and he doesn't know where he's at, and I know the area, and he's broken down with no type of service, no one to call, and I decide to help him out and give him a push out of the road into maybe discount auto park or some type of auto zone, or maybe a gas station where you can start getting some help. And for that reason, he decides to give me a tip. That was work, but I also did it for him. So I was kind of working for him, but I was using my own time to do it. So this is where my monetary income came from. The monetary gain came from the fact that I used my own productivity, my own energy, my own resources, and I allocate it towards someone else. And in return, I receive money in exchange. This is okay. I also like to donate blood, and I have plasma, and I have other hustles that I do randomly that is not a means of steady income, but it does. It's a revolving income. It never stops. It never stops as long as you continue to do those things. That's a side extra income that you have, and I've been able to live off of that. Lowering my phone bill. That's something that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna teach you guys how to live so cheap, because I've done it these past years with little to no effort, and I moved forward as I was doing it. I still, career-wise, I gained, financially I gained, I put it towards other things, and I became broke again, and then that gave me more. So I always found ways to get more money because I wasn't making so much money, but I was also allocating the money that I was making towards progress. So when I get that progress, I knew how to get more money from the first time I actually started with to gain the progress and have the money to do it. So I already knew how to do it. So these are things that I will be doing. Uber, watch me kill the Uber scene. What else I said? All the share economy things. Airbnb, watch me kill the Airbnb scene. Watch me travel all throughout the United States, or all the city, my city. Watch me travel all around Miami-Dade County, all around South Florida, all around the state of Florida, all around the states, all around the world, off of barely nothing, little to no effort. Watch me show you guys how to make every single thing you do in your life a monetary gain. You know, like they say, the line says, when life give you lemons, make lemonade. See, this is a typical way of thinking about things. This is okay, but not me. I am so far ahead that I've switched that phrase up 100%. Now I say, when life give you lemons, plant a lemon tree and get more lemons, and plant some more lemons trees with those lemons, and let anybody who want to make their lemonade make it their own damn self, because you got all the lemons for sale. This is what I'm talking about. How to think above the worker level and to the boss level. I have done it in my life. I have always been a leader, but always been there to help someone else program and ideas out. But this year it's not going to be that way, because I have my own dreams, and the child in me is mad at me, and he's saying, why haven't we accomplished this yet? But the me of today is saying, I understand, because we have been waiting for this perfect time. So when we come in, it's not going to be any problems to get everything started and to get everything moving. And with our motivation and our desire to do this, and just this is who we will be without the monetary gain, with all the experience and background, with everything that's going on, it's no way I will fail. I will not fail. So you will watch me, and at the beginning of the year, I'm going to strip everything off. If you watch some of my other videos, you know I love to fast. It's one of my biggest things. And one of the things I do at the end of the fast is shave. I like it's a not a religious thing, but it's a biblical thing. It's something that Paul did after so that the Jews wouldn't think that he was dissing letting go of his Jewish heritage. So that was one of the things he did, and that's one of the things they did throughout the Bible. They would shave. You know, that's a symbolic, rebirth. You know, you cut your hair off, and you're a new man. And once you fast, you feel like a new man. And if you haven't watched my water fasting videos, go and watch those. But I would make more quality content this year coming up, where I would take all those things you've seen in the past and really put it out there so you can know how to do it. And I always fast at least once a year. I try to do it 3 times a year, but if I can't get to it, oh well. So I will show you all those things and the best way to do it. So we're going to have also eating, dietary. Look, I had so much of experience cooking. People don't know that. I worked at, that's on one of my videos. I worked at Chipotle for about close to a year. I just finished a job at Rubio's, literally not too long ago. That's why I don't have any boss anymore, because it was over for me. Then I went to the American Airline Arena, hoping that I can also gain some more monetary gains by going to the American Airline Arenas and with the company Levy, which is a great company, and it worked out to a certain point, which I'll touch into what happened and why I had to stop working there and why I didn't return. But they are great, and so I got a lot of experience from them. And when I was in the military, I used to have to work. I did about 6 months, total, maybe 7 in total, because I think they left me there for a while once. What they call mess cranking for all my squids out there, and they know what I'm talking about. So did that for about seven months of just being in the kitchen, helping out, night and day ran shifts, and I did it all. So these are things that I've learned and I picked up, and with all the great YouTubers and all the videos out there, and that's something else I'm gonna jump into. So I just want you guys, give me 1 second. Guys, that sucks. But it's working, as you can see. So give me 1 year of your attention, 1 year of your life, 1 year of even joining in and telling me, oh yeah, this is also something that I'm into, and this is how it's working out for me. Now, the reason I want to do this starting New Year is because right now I'm sick. That's the first thing. And all this, what I just previously mentioned about the job and coming into this new life of mine, that's recently just happened. So then we had Thanksgiving, and then we had Christmas. I had several birthday family members and friends' birthday within December. Then we got New Year's coming up. So I figured, why not wait till the beginning of New Year's to pop this off? Because one reason I feel that that's a good thing to do is because it's going to be so many people who's already going to be on board with this. They're going to be like, hey, I want to start a new life. I want to start doing YouTube videos and Instagram photos and Facebook talking, and I want to build my brand too. I want to get in shape too. I want to join in. So that'd be so great if I can get a following. Now, one thing I won't do too much is I won't switch to the comment sections and then make videos pertaining to what they're saying, because that's not what I want to do this year. because I already have a plan. Like I said, if you have a plan and you stick to it, you're going to reach your goal. So I already have a plan of what I want to accomplish. It's minimal. It's a minimal amount of things, and there's a list in that minimal amount of things that I feel I must accomplish. Like if within this year, if something happened that hinders this, I would have already started on those things or even finished some of those things. I'll be a great guy, because I'm talking about writing books, the whole enchilada when it comes to using a pen and a piece of paper to go and do whatever it is that you need to get done. I know I look like I'm looking crazy because like I'm using my phone. I got the phone tilted. I don't even know what the camera at, but that's fine because this is something I'm going to be getting into. So everybody who want to learn about camera usage and videotape and all that, I will be going through that whole thing myself this coming year without anyone help. Well, not everyone will help me, but without any prior experience and that necessary niche or I wouldn't say niche, that area of marketing or whatever you're doing. If it's social media or whatever you're starting online, if it's getting fit, I will be starting up those new things myself, coming from a back experience, but not being relevant right now or current right now. So therefore, I won't be up to par, so you can join in with me on those things. Another thing, like I said, I mentioned earlier, I did karate. Now, I got a trophy that used to sit 6 feet high. Now I'm only like 5'4" or 5'5". So when I go, I'm 5'5". So when I put my hand up here, that's barely that high off of my head. But anyhow, I have a 6 foot. I had one that got chopped down at the bottom. I sit on something so it still looks 6 feet. But anyhow, in karate, so that's done. I want to learn something new. I don't want to fight people, so I think I'm gonna go with, I forget the name of the word, but it's not Raiku. Reiku. It's the Japanese defense a martial art. When you're using the weight against of the other opponent to thrust them forward and move out the way, and it's not really attacking them, it's just defense. I don't want to be an attacker. I'm not a really violent person, but being in the military, I can understand the necessity of having protection. So I want to learn one of those things. I'm not saying that all going to be like perfect by the end of the year, but I just want to get started. I also want to learn a weapon. In my karate, one of the things what gave me the trophy, because I used to use the staff. I was kind of good at it, and I was the first place winner, so I guess it's for trophy and staff uses. But I didn't fight with staff. We was at a lower level, and that wasn't permitted. So we had to do art forms with it, and I did pretty fucking good. Oh, sorry, because I beat out? No, because I'm Teddy P. Gray, and I do what I want to. Free life. So anyhow, what I'm saying is I was thinking about getting another weapon of choice. I wanted to use the machete, since it's something that's very common to the down south area, being that we have so many South Islanders, and especially Jamaican. Islanders, Caribbean Islanders, and then Jamaica, where you use machetes to cut things down on a daily basis, especially coconuts out of a tree, or you might even just cut down high fields, whatever. You can look that up in historical relevance of the machete to the Caribbean Islands. That's on your own time. But because we have that presence here, machete has been something I've seen my whole life and used and utilized my whole life. After we had the hurricane down here in Miami, Hurricane Irma, luckily it didn't touch us. We had a lot of trees down, and it was a lot of chopping that had to be done, and it was only one chainsaw, and sometimes the chainsaw could not get in there because the trunk was too thick and it would get stuck, and it was too much chips coming around, and it just was worse, horrible. So I would do is I go at it with the machete, and I will cut a little increase in there so that you can start with the chainsaw and then keep it moving from there. But anyhow, that's not here or there. That's something I want to learn how to use, and I just tell my weaponry and period. I want to learn how to utilize things of ancient time. Now, also being ex-military, I love my guns. I probably may have a couple of excuse me, a couple of videos of me purchasing weaponry and using it at the gun range. Maybe not, because even if I had those things, it's not something I want to display to everybody in the world. So right now I got me a little a message from Messenger on a little head popped up. So I'm gonna just go ahead real quickly and respond to that. and then I'm gonna get right back with you guys. I know you still see me, but I can't see you because it's covering my screen right now. But I think that is done, so let's get back to what I was saying. Okay. This video is running a long time. I will likely edit it so it can be nice and crisp for you guys starting the New Year's off. But this hotbox car situation is literally cleaning the system, cleaning my system right now, and it's working wonders. And this is one thing I do too. That's why I was been in, like, even when I was big, I was always kind of tonish because I didn't carry too much of water weight, too much excess weight, because of the fact that I would take hot showers, and I love the heat, and I sweat a lot. Okay, guys, this is getting really ridiculous, so I'm gonna cover you with my hand for a second because I really don't want you seeing this. And I will likely edit it, but if I don't edit, you know what was going on. But just so we can recap. Oh yeah, it's getting terrible, and I don't know if I got a tissue on me. I really don't know if I got a tissue on me. Okay, so with that, I have to end this video, like, immediately. I have someone coming out what the test was about, and I think I said most of everything I need to say. So I'm going to get back to doing what I tell you. Some of my stuff is freelancing, and I help people out with paperwork and essays and things. Just using up what my knowledge is and what those who are less knowledgeable about the situation and gaining some type of income from it. So most people think I sit around most of the day, and it looks that way because I sit around literally, and I'm on my phone, but I'm doing it a lot at the time. But I am so sick, and I don't want anybody to see me like this. But next year, you will see a better Keon. This is perfect because now you can literally see how bad a shape I was, and we can put that to next year, and we'll see how everything goes. So you're going to have me growing out my hair, cutting it down, growing it back, and that's going to be something I would do from the start. And everything that I started off with, I will be showing you all the way through. So we're talking about traveling, living off the grid, living cheap, using Share Network to help you gain monetary income and help you live your life. Everything, using technology to market yourself, to promote yourself, everything. And you actually get to see me grow from these things one by one. And this whole time I will be not working for anyone. So that's one thing you will see. And I have to really go right now. So this is your... Yeah, that's going to be a lot of bloopers. A lot of bloopers. So anyhow, this is your YouTube guru, Teddy P. Gray, signing off. And remember, be peace. See you in the new year.